And we are back. Now, guys, it looks like the situation with Canelo Alvarez and his mandatory challenger, WBC mandatory challenger, David Benavidez, is evolving. Now, we have some conflicting reports. These are some conflicting reports. So, once again, I'm putting them in the rumor mill because we don't know who's telling the truth, who's lying. But I'm going to give you guys both sides of the story here. Now, it's being reported. Both of these are being reported by Michael Benson. I want to go over the situation what David Benavidez camp is saying here. Now, it says David Benavidez promoter Samson Lewinsky has declared that Al Haymon, PBC, has now offered Canelo Alvarez a guaranteed purse of $55 million to fight Benavidez next, who will be moving up to light heavyweight to fight Alexander Vasek instead if he turns it down. So they're saying that they're offering Canelo Alvarez this money to face David Benavidez next in May. If not, he's going to go up to light heavyweight to face Alexander Vasek. I think it's for the WBC interim title. So whoever wins that fight is next in line for the fight against Bivol and Beterbiev for undisputed. So, you know, he's putting himself in a situation where if he can't get the Canelo Alvarez fight, he puts himself in a win situation where he can get a fight for undisputed at 175. So shout out to David Benavidez for, you know, not just trying to get the Canelo fight, you know, having a plan B if it doesn't happen. Now, the conflicting report from that is, let me pull it up here. It's from Canelo Alvarez's camp, of course. So it says here, Canelo Alvarez trainer manager Eddie Reynoso has now denied that they have been offered a guaranteed purse of $55 million by Al Haymon's PBC to fight David Benavidez next. Benavidez's promoter Samson Lewinsky had made this claim, but has since deleted his post. He's deleted his post. So we don't know who's lying, who's telling the truth in this situation. So I know it's probably going to fall where Canelo Alvarez fans think one thing and people who are against Canelo Alvarez are going to think another thing. I'm more about being in the middle, and, you know, because that's where the truth is, somewhere in the middle. And here's the thing. Canelo Alvarez mandatory challenger is David Benavidez. It's been his mandatory challenger for a while now. And for some reason, Canelo Alvarez seemed reluctant to face David Benavidez. You know, he's faced other mandatory challengers in the past. He had no problem doing that fighting John Ryder. He had no problem doing that fighting Avni Yildirim. But when it comes to the best guy at 168, the guy who's the best right behind him, because he's the undisputed champion, he seems like he doesn't want to face him. He just seems like he doesn't want to take on that challenge, being he's the bigger, the younger guy. And I think he feels like he can't defeat David Benavidez. Now, in my humble estimation, I think it's a good fight. I think Canelo Alvarez could possibly pull it off. But for some reason, he doesn't want to do it. He seems like he's afraid of the smoke with David Benavidez. You know, it's obvious now. The WBC playing games don't want to strip Canelo Alvarez of the title. You know, they want to cater to him. And it's not fair. It's not fair for the sport of boxing. It's only benefiting the WBC's pockets, and it's only benefiting Canelo Alvarez. It's not benefiting the sport of boxing. You know, you can't have this type of stuff going on, because it sets a precedence for it to happen again and again and again. And people who worked hard to get their shot aren't able to get their shot. It's bad for boxing. So I don't know who's lying. I don't know who's telling the truth, but I know the optics look bad for Canelo Alvarez. It looks like he's afraid. It looks like he's ducking the smoke, and he's looking for the easier route. He wants to face Charlo. It seems like he wants to face Charlo. And you guys know the stuff Charlo's been going through. I don't have to say it over and over again. No one wants to pay you $35 million to fight Charlo. You know, it's bad for business, especially in this day and time where a lot of these platforms, you know, they're not making money like they used to back in the day. They don't have the revenue to just be shoving at any old fight. And the fans have spoken. The fans should be listened to. The fans should get what they want. You know, the fans are the ones that spend their hard-earned money on these fights. And if you're giving the fans mediocre fights, then they're not going to come. They're going to stream it, they're going to steal it, or they're just not going to show up because they're not interested. And it's a damn shame. You got the two best guys at super middleweight, and the guy who's the face of boxing doesn't want to face his, you know, biggest competition in his weight class. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But we'll see what happens with this. We'll let it all play out. You know, I just feel that, you know, he's never going to fight David. I'll be surprised, honestly, if he fights David Benavidez. But May 4th, he's fighting. We just don't know who it is right now. It could still be Charlo. It could be Jaime Munguia. But right now it's looking like it's not going to be David. David's got a plan B. And like I said, I'm glad he does have a plan B. But let's see what happens. Let's let it all play out. You guys let me know how you feel about this one in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.